The first 3 months of this year were the worst the UK economy had seen for 50 years. And although things have improved, it's still declining. After a 2.4% fall from January to March, the economy shrunk by 0.8% in the last quarter. That's a much bigger drop than most economists were expecting. So does it mean that hopes for a quick recovery are dashed? Here's our money reporter, Ben King.
For one company at least, the recession is definitely over. Like most businesses, the windscreen repair specialist Autoglass was hit by the acute downturn at the start of the year. But they've bounced back, hiring more than 200 people over the past few months.
Well, it's been an interesting 6 months for us after a fairly slow start to the year, which reflected what was happening in the general economy and particularly automotive trade. We've had a really much better and much healthier few months in the summer, stimulated by a lot of the work that we've been doing on our brand.
Their sales pitch is recession friendly. Fix the crack in your windscreen early, they say, and you don't have to replace the whole thing later on. But those less adapted to hard times haven't fared so well. Economic output fell by 0.8% in the second 3 months of the year, a lot worse than economists had been expecting. The average estimate was 0.3%. But it's still a big improvement on the first quarter of the year, when output fell 2.4%, the worst figure since 1958. Economists were expecting a better number this quarter because business surveys suggested improving confidence and rising orders.
It may just be that the lags between the improving surveys and the official data are taking a little bit longer, but the concern must be that there is a more fundamental loss of momentum. I think whatever scenario materializes, growth is going to be fairly anemic and the recovery is going to be fairly bumpy. So we're absolutely not through the worst of this.
Today's figure will make life difficult for the Chancellor. His budget this year was based on a forecast that the economy would shrink by 3.5% in 2009. Critics said it was optimistic at the time. This data makes it look even more so. The road ahead is now uncertain. Optimistic pundits still think growth could return later this year, but after today's news, it looks a little less likely.